So that sounds very fun. Yeah, Rex.
Yeah. I just know the answer. I asked Brent directly on my stream. I asked him, is there an auction house or trading? I think the question was specifically, is there something like an auction house coming? I even prefaced it with saying, not even talking about D3 auction house, just stuff to trade stuff. And they said there's no plans for that. So the answer is no.
Unlucky.
I will
That's a
just
bit
be screaming into the void until at least the answer is maybe. Like it is wild to me that we're in 2024 and I don't expect to see an auction house anytime soon in this game that lets me trade items. Now,
So
to their credit, they wanted to stop us from trading items, and we complained about that for long enough until they let us. And now it's just like, bro, just give me a UI element. And like, I know it takes a lot of work. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it should absolutely be a priority.
So I talked to him about, in general, again, Brent, the game director, the expansion, and I asked him we talked about like unfavorable answers that the community doesn't like. So two of them that come off the top of my head are no auction house coming, and the class that we got wasn't paladin, because a lot of people wanted the holy archetype. So I asked him a question somewhere along the lines of, can you give it to me straight? Like, I know you're here, I know that you're obligated to say yes, but give it to us straight one time. If we voice what we would like in the game, does that actually impact what we might get? And he genuinely said absolutely. He said, if everyone is screaming from the high heavens that we want paladin, and everyone endlessly screams from the high heavens that you want an auction house, that definitely impacts the actual development of Diablo 4. So I said, so just to paraphrase you, if we just keep complaining, we will eventually get what I want. And then he just laughed, which I would take as a yes. So that strategy that you introduced, Macro, should work per his words. And this is why Blizzard will never do another interview with me ever.
Everyone go to the forums, link in the description and pinned in the Twitch chats, I guess.
No, but the general sentiment is what the community wants. If there is a massive outcry for it, they want to make the game that the players want to play. Simple as that.
Yeah, I think at this point, we need it. It's just super important for quality of life and also for the progression for quite a lot of people, probably, when it comes to like items for tormented bosses. Maybe you don't like the pit, but you still want to do them. Oh, I can sell maybe my stuff that I find in the Helltide and go buy the Stygian stones, for example. I don't know, right?
I mean,
it offers an alternative way of acquiring stuff with doing the stuff you want and then buying the stuff you don't want to do, right?
I think I can describe the phenomenon in simple terms for all ARPGs and MMOs, or whatever. If there's a basic function of the game, entering a dungeon, trading, killing a boss, anything like that. If in order to do this, I need to tab out and use some other program, the design is flawed. If I'm doing the thing in the game, not in the game, it's over. The only exception that I can think of is I like to play these kinds of games, whether it's WoW, PoE, Last Epoch, Diablo 4. I like to have my guide for the whole build, all my skills, all my Paragon, all my gems, all my 6 links. That is very helpful. I don't expect you to put a build guide into the game. But if it's a basic function of the game and you're making me tab out to something else, I'm out. Like I'm instantly disengaged from it. I can download it, I can learn it, I can become an expert in it. WoW add-ons are cool. I don't want them to get actually add-ons actually just put you go to a third-party thing to put add-ons in your game so you don't have to go to the third-party thing. So it's like if you're designing it, if there's a core function that you have to tab out to do, you've disengaged me instantly.